There we go. Hey Dan, how you doing, sir? Nope. It's going to be fairly off balance to begin with. Johnny, what's going on? So this is a piece of elm I got from my neighbor. He had the tree taken down now, probably about a month ago. We're going to start off with our half-inch bowl gouge and see if we can't get this thing round. Ooh, we are not going to be spinning very fast, though. See if we can move in. Oh, yeah. There we go. Hey, Jay, how you doing, sir? Welcome in. We can get any more speed out of this. That's a little better. All right, that's beating me up a little bit. We're gonna. My lathe's on a stand. It's not bolted down to anything. There, Jay. Rando, welcome in. Right now, I am switching out. Should have started with the face shield on this, but I thought I'd be able to start with just the safety glasses. But that was not working out so good. All right, we are getting there. Still not ready to move that though. That's the plan there, Rando. Now we're going a little faster. This still is very wet wood, so it does cut nicely once we get going. You have to go in a little further to get rid of that bark. And we still got a little ways to go to get down to round. Still cutting too much there. Almost there. Just about. Need to move that in. Getting too much of an overhang. Jim, welcome in. All right. Try to slide you guys a little further here. Get you a little. And that's where I come out the end. Don't know if you guys were able to see that. Basically, what I'm trying to show you is what it looks like coming off wet wood. So you get these real long stringers. It's fun to turn. See if we're round yet. We made it to round. Okay, move you guys back just a touch. All right. I switch over to my 3/8 bowl gouge. And what I'm doing here is giving just a little finger spot to be able to pick that up with. And like Jay said, if you guys are interested in stuff like this, go ahead and hit the like button. I'm often out here turning in the shop pretty late. So if this is something that interests you, hit the like, subscribe, do the YouTube stuff. I'm going to go back to the 1/2 inch. Give us an idea on where we need to go to. If I have a pencil anywhere. I grab the skew, make us a little dovetail. There we go. Should be able to turn this guy around. Prior to this, we had it on the worm screw. Give me just a second while I pop that out. Uh-oh. Well, that's a problem. We didn't make that big enough. All right, we're going to chuck this right back up here. That's embarrassing. Come on. There we go. All right. Now we will repeat that and get it flipped around. See if anybody else has dropped in. Hey BK, how you doing? Reza, what's going on? All right, because that's wet wood, we really got to crank on it because it does compress. Get the tailstock out of the way. And we will move you guys over this way. That should give you a pretty good view of what's going to be happening here. Take my face mask off. And try to figure out what I did. There they are. My safety glasses. Oh, and I just smacked you. You know what? We use traditional tools for the outside. Let's switch over, use some easy woods for the inside. So easy wood tools, lay flat, and all you have to do is kind of push in and ride it right on in. Get some more speed here. Here. That doesn't help you guys to see a little better. Just come in. I was going to ask if you were spinning slow. Yep, it sure was. So you guys heard the easy wood. You can compare that. Grab my 3/8 gouge here. Let's hope I didn't put that in your way. Yeah, I sure did. That's about there. Yeah, that one works. That's a bit too much overhang for the little 3/8. Give you guys a size idea here. 3/8 is the black color, the 1/2 inch is the silver. So fairly large difference. Thickness of the metal determines how far out over the tool rest I can put the tool before it starts vibrating. Once it starts making all that racket, well, you guys heard it. Let's see here. I need swing room, so I'm going to move you guys way back over here. If you guys can still see. Okay, make sure I didn't block you. And slow down as we come through the center. Still got some space. And flashlight. Whoop. All right, we'll switch back over to the Easy Wood tool. Now, if anybody is looking to get into turning, Easy Wood, where is that? Probably can't see that at all. Has a line that tells you how far over the bar you can go. Makes it real nice. Not quite completely smoothed out yet. A little lump in the center. Go. That feels pretty good. Getting a little thin right there. Still got some meat on the bottom. As this is green wood, it is going to warp, so I cannot take it all the way down to a finished size. Oh, it's got some, I don't know if you guys can see that. Slide you right over here. Hey, Bear, what's going on, man? Creation Dust, what is up? George, how you doing, sir? It's like a confetti machine. Oh, yeah. Well, the shop was clean when I started. I've got quite the pile down there going now. Nothing like what you guys do with the chainsaw carving, of course. Can you guys see? You guys can see it, yeah. A little bit of curl in this. This is elm. I said, got this from the neighbor. I hope that stays through the drying process. Yeah, I think we're going to stop right there, because if I go any smaller, after it warps, I won't be able to get it back to round. So there's the design we were after. I was saying a little finger lip underneath there. Move my flashlight back in. That's that little lip I was talking about. And we are going to set this guy aside for probably a couple months before we'll actually be able to do anything with him. And I think I can show you. This is one we turned about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. And if you can see, he is already warped pretty badly. Move this out of the way. So coming off the lathe, he was completely smooth. This one. And you can see, not even close to level anymore. Like I said, and that's only been a few short weeks, so he's still got a ways to go. He's feeling quite a bit better. So while we're doing this, I'll show you guys a couple quick updates. Those of you who've been in the lives before, this is that honey locust bowl we turned. He was the one that we found the big crack in him, which wasn't able to hide it, but got it glued back together, and he shined up quite nicely. And then we've got that little cherry bowl we worked on. So he turned out pretty darn nice. And then what I was thinking we were going to do for after I finished that bowl was, those of you who were in my last live would have seen me working on this at the very end. Just it's supposed to be a little hummingbird, but I figure we need to make his flower and get him actually mounted. So let's see here. What do I got that I can make a flower out of? This might work. And of course you guys can't see anything I'm doing. Bring you guys back up to a spot where you can see what's going on. And somebody had asked me about turning a flower. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see here. I'm going to wipe down the glasses so I can see what I'm doing. All right. Now, if any of you, Muhammad, how's it going? If any of you guys are noticing the sound difference there, I'm taking about the max cut this little 3/8 can handle right now, just trying to get down to size quick. All right. I need to move this. There we go. My dust collection hose was in my way. All right. Yes. Let's get you to where you can actually see what I'm doing. There you go. All right. I'm switching over to the inside while I still got some mass on the outside. Okay. Let's see. And you may be sharp enough. All right, we are going to switch gears real quick. Go back to a different carbide. This is that Diamond Point carbide. Help me get a little bit deeper as it's getting pretty small. Am I blocking your view? Hey, Pat, what's going on, man? There we go. All right. We're going to take a little bit of that off. All right. Now we'll go back to the outside since we got the inside pretty well done. I'll line you guys back up again. Trying to make a funeral. Yeah, I had a funeral yesterday to go to. Definitely sucks, but all right. Let's give the skew a try. I just recently put a new grind on it, so I'm kind of anxious to see how this is going to work. Well, how bad was that? I let my point get away from me. All right. See if we can. All right. I think from there we're going to go ahead and see about drilling some holes. We're going to bring the tailstock back up. Swing you guys right about here. And pop that live center out. Pop in that Jacobs chuck. Figure out where I set down the bird. There he is. You gotta go ahead and get us a measurement. Looks like to right there is about 3/16. Get this in here. So we are now going to drill out the hole for the bird's beak. Hey John, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. And like I was saying before, I'm often up doing this stuff late night. this is something that interests you, feel free to like, subscribe, do the YouTube stuff, and we'll hope to see you again. All right, get this out of there. And where did our bird go? So the bird will fit in just like that. A little dab of CA on there. Can you guys see that all right? Just like that. Hey, General Esdeath, how's it going? Muhammad, welcome. Thanks, BK. So we're going to do a quick bit of sanding on this. And I mean quick. I know sanding is boring. So let me just, where's my 180? There he is. 180, 220, that'll work. Just a quick bit. There's that. 220 next. If anybody gets into wood turning, always be careful on your edges. Those edges, as fast as they're spinning, they not only cut you, they cauterize the wound. They suck. Don't do that. Don't leave sharp edges on an outer rim. All right, I saw Jay in. Since we can't have a flower be the same color as the bird, we've got colors from Salisbury Crafts. We have got, let's see here, give you some choices. We've got yellow, burnt orange, and we don't want a blue, and a red. I can tell you that yellow is awesome. Somebody in the chat, go ahead and pick a color. Hey, Plywood, how's it going? I'm going to move you guys so you can see this. A lady slipper. I don't even know what that is. Pat, actually, I probably need somebody to tell me what that's supposed to be. I think, is it Morning Glory or Petunia or Lily? I don't even know. General Estes says yellow, so that's what we're going to go with. Maybe we can put some blue on the inside, maybe for the, actually I need to keep you guys here so you can see. Jay, you still in? Hey, there he is. Yellow outside, red inside. Oh, sorry. Here's what I'm doing. Getting the paint flowing. So Jay, he's in the chat. If you guys have any questions about his colors, he is the man to ask. I know they are non-toxic. I know they are awesome, but that is the extent of my knowledge. So these colors do come all the way from Australia. Hey, Brian. So using red on the bird holder. All right, so I saw a couple people say blue for the inside. So I think we'll use blue on the center part of the flower. I don't know what that's called. So I don't want to block your view, but I think I'm going to. All right. Yeah. We'll go blue. He just won't reach. That's all right. I made him a little too tight. I'll tell you what, from there we'll finish off with the sunburn orange, and we'll use the red on the base, like somebody mentioned. I'm clogging the tip up with sawdust. That's why it's not wanting to flow good. All right. We'll go ahead and get that parted off. All right, part it off. So even after parting off, we got a little nib right here at the top. We're just going to do a quick bit of sanding, take that off. Just like that. Grab our yellow again. Finish filling that in. As I said, let's see if you guys can read that. Salisbury Crafts, he's in the chat. Feel free to ask him any questions you got. Let's see here, what do we got? Let's make a base out of something. Maybe that. Nah. Need to make a base. Make the base out of that. All right, that is not very even. You guys can see the end here is not flat, but I think we can make do. And where'd my... Use. Sorry if I'm blocking your view. I'm just getting this mounted up. Maybe. Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right. Get you guys. Oh, what did I do? I just did something. There we go. That's what I get for pushing buttons. Thought Jay was working the inner salesman? Nah, he stops in every now and then. Big Mex, how you doing, sir? Robert G, welcome in. Woodchucker, how you doing? All right, so what I think we're going to do is we're just going to take a section off of here and use that. Make sure I keep my hand the heck away from that for now. All right. This doesn't need that much effort really put into it. But we're going to go a little further. Right there. There. Oop. All right. If anybody else is going to do anything this shady, Be sure you're below 1,000 RPM. Below 1,000, if this thing goes somewhere, it typically goes down. Above 1,000, it wants to fly up. So just be careful with that. Jose, how's it going? Welcome in. Optical illusion is awesome. Looks funny, like you're turning in reverse. So I'm about to part off here. All right. I know I've said it before, but I use the Axminster ring drive centers, and I threw it on the ground. Let me dig that thing out. So for those of you who aren't aware, Axminster ring drive center is a solid hunk of metal, and all it has is a little ring drive. So there's no giant points to dig into the wood. So if I go too aggressive with this guy, the wood just stops spinning. He keeps right on spinning, no harm, no foul. I get too aggressive with something like that and bad things happen. So that's why I use that. They're not expensive at all, and if you're a newer turner, I highly, highly recommend it. Now we're going to put that right back in. As soon as we knock that edge off, which is going to be just grabbing a little bench chisel. Come here, you. You get out of the way. Knocks that off. That probably won't knock off, so we'll just leave that alone. Back over here. Now we should be able to spin that a little bit faster. So 5,500. Yeah, that'd be a bit much. And then I've got a little cheater piece, which you saw me dabbing the paints on. Now that tells me as soon as that's capable of going into my chuck. That should fit. And we're just going to do that just to clean up that top. All right, now as for the copper wire that we're going to end up using here, I've actually already got that ready to go. And like I said, green wood, you got to go around a couple times, tighten up. It will loosen as it goes. Oop, I think I bumped you. All right. All right. Pop that out. Now, since I've got nothing holding this end, I cannot spin it very fast. All right, all right. I think I got a little bit off there. Okay. And we just got a little nub there on the bottom. He should sit. The nub's in the way right now, but he will sit flush once that's out. Grab that. Where'd my little... Figure out where I put my mallet. There he is. There he went. Throw him on the ground. Back over here. Knock my nub off. Sits nice and flush. And like I said, I'd already measured copper wire. This is going to be... Oh, you guys can't see that. Now you can see it a little bit. So like I said, that's going to be the base. We're going to put... Actually, I don't know how red's going to look on there. So whoever recommended that, we may not do that. Hope that's the right size. Yeah, it looks like it. We are gonna do that over here. So for that, just give us a hole right down the center. Stab that in. Give a little twist. You can bend it around. Like that. And we grab our back of our flower. Flowers in like that, and then just a quick dab of super glue. Hold our little bird in there. Like that. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Ah, my big reveal got ruined. What do you guys think? Optical obstacles. I can't tell you how many times I've been turning while looking through my phone to see where I was. I got the phone in front of me so you guys can see good, and I can't see anything. Well, guys, I think this is going to be the last thing that we turn tonight. Like I said, I'm often out here late night turning, so if this is something you like, do the YouTube stuff, hit the like, subscribe, whatever else there is, leave a comment. Jay, I got to tell you, those colors look amazing on there. I could have used the green on the base, maybe giving it almost like a little moss look or something. I've done one of these before where I actually glued moss down to the base. Looked pretty good. Used sapele for the hummingbird. A lot of different things you can do. So, with that being said, guys, thanks for coming in. Hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you again. Take care now. Bye-bye.